Recent weeks, the news has been centered around domestic violence. Just last week, CMPD told Fox 46 they had more than 39,000 domestic-related calls last year. Joining us this morning, attorney Petra Sinner, thank you so much for coming to talk about this topic that seems so highly prevalent. Specifically, just even in the last week, we had those 4 law enforcement officers who were shot, one who died. They were responding to a domestic call, Mecklenburg County Sheriff being shot and killed in a domestic-related incident. This is something that, are the numbers going up? Why are we seeing so many of these domestic-related incidents right now?
Well, we've compiled some research from various domestic violence organizations, and what we've learned is that 1 in 4 women and 1 in 5 men at some point in their lifetime will experience domestic violence. 20 people per minute experience some type of domestic violence. If we're looking at that on a local level, Rochelle, in South Carolina, they're currently ranked 5th in the nation, and those numbers are huge. And every year where statistics have been compiled, South Carolina has ranked in the top 10. And for North Carolina, Mecklenburg County is always in usually the top 5 counties of North Carolina for domestic violence. So it is a local problem that we should all be concerned about.
Yeah, those are startling statistics. So this is truly a widespread as well as localized problem.
Right.
What are some of the recommendations you have for people if they find themselves in that kind of situation?
You want to think about your safety plan. You really need to think about where you would go if you needed to leave home in an emergency. Where would you and your children go? Make sure you have that plan mapped out.
An escape plan.
An escape plan. Pack a bag. Keep cash, clothing, important documents, contact information that you can use if you need to leave in a hurry. And you want to get yourself a domestic violence protective order once you've gotten to safety, because this is a document that can help you create that distance and keep yourself safe. And what we've found is that in many situations, either there's not a domestic violence protective order in place or it's expired. And so that's definitely something that you want to get to try to create that distance.
Petra, what kind of regional resources are available to help families?
I would recommend starting with the National Domestic Violence Hotline. If you call that number, and I think we may be putting it up on the screen, but
yep, there it is.
If you call that number, they can give you some great local and regional resources. You can also check out our website, sodomalaw.com. We have a free ebook that has some great information and helpful tools about dealing with domestic violence. And remembering that given these statistics, you're not alone in this process and that there is help available to you.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Petra Sinner, for
you.
coming and talking to us about this morning. We have much more coming up on Good Day, so stay right there. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back.